Thanks so much for coming here today. We're going to get talking right now about equality. I have a lot of questions, and I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions. We're going to have them asked to some very knowledgeable, great people today. There was a decision made recently by Barack Obama to not defend the Defense of Marriage Act. Could you just talk a little bit about that and what his decision means for us?
You know, it's really important to think about what DOMA actually is, because in the marriage world, the difference between getting married at the state level can be a little confusing compared to what DOMA is. DOMA is a law that was passed in 1996. It says that for federal purposes, marriage is restricted to a man and a woman. But when that law passed, there were no legally married same-sex couples in the world. Last month we had this amazing, historic recommendation, which was for the president to say the reality that DOMA is unconstitutional, that it is indefensible, and not just that, but that any discrimination that's rooted in sexual orientation should be presumed unconstitutional. For the first time, discrimination against gay people is going to be seen in the same way as discrimination against someone because of their race, or their gender, or their nationality. There are tens of thousands of legally married same-sex couples. Taking down DOMA will allow those couples access to more than 1,000 federal rights and protections, everything from immigration to Social Security to the tax code.
So it's good. That's amazing. And I'm going to have you step over here. I'm an actor. I never miss my light, so I'm just kind of hogging this spot right now. Sorry. Yeah, watch out.
A lot of you know Proposition 8 is the law that took away the right to marry for same-sex couples in California. Most of the legal challenges related to marriage in the United States have been based in state constitutions. The American Foundation for Equal Rights, Chad Griffin, Dustin Lance Black, a bunch of people got together, got these amazing attorneys, bipartisan legal team to challenge Prop 8. So this is a federal challenge, and we won at the district level last year. It's going to take a while for the case to move forward. It is relatively likely in the next 2 to 4 years that the Supreme Court will get a case around marriage. And what they're going to ask themselves when they're sitting there deciding what to do is there a critical mass of states out there that have marriage? And is there a critical mass of public opinion that lets us do the brave thing? And that kind of shows how important winning New York is. Because it's not just about making people's lives better today. It's about showing the Supreme Court and showing Congress, the two entities that can possibly win this for us nationwide, showing them that the wind is at our back. And so we have to win as many states as we can in the next 2 to 3 years, and we have to educate the public and keep pushing that majority support.
So Brian, where are we with this bill?
New York is critically important to everything that Sean just talked about. All of you know that New York is the cultural capital of the country, right? And this is Broadway. We're also the fashion capital of this country. And, almost as important, we're the media and economic capital of this country. When we win marriage equality in New York, and we will, it will be a shock for around the world. It will provide momentum to all the federal lawsuits and also to this other state efforts. Sean talked about the Defense of Marriage Act and what the President did. That's important momentum. Equally important, maybe more important, is what we saw happen in the Congress, which was the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. The reason that repeal was so important is because you had a bipartisan coalition come together to repeal that piece of discriminatory law. And that's exactly the coalition we need to put together in New York to win. So the hard work that we have to do is all around the state, in districts, to make sure these senators hear from people who live in their district that they support equality and that it's meaningful for them. You don't have to travel up to Buffalo to do this work with us. There are no votes, so we hope to make yes votes right here in New York City, including in Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island, and there are several on Long Island. And the other piece of the campaign that I want to talk about is the New Yorkers for Marriage Equality Communications campaign. Last time there was a vote, there was a sense that there were a lot of gay activists talking to Albany, a lot of gay people out there making noise, but for the broader state, it was a tree falling in the wilderness. There wasn't a big statewide movement. Everyone is going to know that this is happening and how widespread and deep and diverse the support is.
I say we show some of these videos that you've done such great work with.
I'm Julianne Moore, and I'm a New Yorker.
I'm Barbara Bush, and I'm a New Yorker for marriage equality.
Hi, I'm Lucy Liu, and I'm a native New Yorker, and I support marriage equality.
Because government shouldn't tell you who to love or who to marry.
having people like that saying it publicly, like it doesn't seem like it's necessarily that important, but when your last name is Bush, to me that's the tipping point that we've been waiting for. And I think it's so important for us to start speaking out. Thanks so much, you guys. Have a great night.
Organizing it, and thank you for
I don't know, I just want to find it. So.
Thank you for that.